All right, boys and girls, we are on chapter 18, Way of the Warrior Kid by Jocko, Willink, Where There's a Will. Today was pretty awesome. I woke up and did a great workout with Uncle Jake. We did all upper body exercises, pull-ups, push-ups, sit-ups, dips, and a bunch of others. But we didn't do any burpees or squats or any leg exercises. I wasn't quite sure why. No leg exercises today? I asked Uncle Jake. Not today. You're testing your legs today because tomorrow, you're resting your legs today because tomorrow you're going to need them. Tomorrow you're going to try to run the mile in under 6 minutes. I want you to be ready, Uncle Jake explained. Got it. I will be. After we had worked out, Kenny and Nathan came over so we could get to work. They both knew I had gone to Danny's house and they wanted to see if I figured out why Danny didn't want to work with us or hang around with us after jiu-jitsu. So what's his deal? Kenny asked. Yeah, did you ever figure out why he doesn't want to help us? Nathan added as we walked to the Kurth's house a few blocks away, towing our wagon and tools and supplies. When Nathan asked, I stopped walking. There's a picture of the guys digging the logo for their shirt. I did figure it out, guys, I said in a serious voice. It's a good reason. You see, Danny's older brother, Anthony, the one that he hangs out around with all the time, has something called a developmental disability. So even though he's older than Danny, his mind isn't as advanced. He can't quite do things for himself, and it's hard for him to make friends and do some of the things that other kids do. So Danny spends a lot of time with them in the summer, playing with them and being a good brother and friend. Trust me, Danny would love to do everything with us, but he also loves his brother and he wants to take care of him. Whoa, said Nathan. That's got to be hard. I'm sure it is, Kenny said. Yeah, and boy, do I feel mean. The whole time I was thinking that Danny was weird just because he didn't want to hang around with us. Me too, Kenny said. Yep, me too, Nathan echoed. Well, at least we know why he can't, at least we know and we can be nicer. My Uncle Jake pointed out that this is why you shouldn't judge people. You never know what they're going through. True, said Nathan as he nodded his head, probably recognizing that I had also judged him last summer for his bad attitude and sloppy clothes. We all stood quietly for a moment before I said, well, let's get to work. These lawns aren't going to mow themselves. We smiled, started walking, and soon got to work. When we were done that afternoon, we headed off to jiu-jitsu class. Before class started, Coach Adam told us to line up as we normally do. As soon as we were lined up, Coach Adam, who was facing us, said, I have an announcement to make. Mark, come on out. I walked out of the line and faced Coach Adam. Turn around, he said, as he put his hand on my shoulder and turned me toward the class. As you all know, I've been waiting to select a team captain, and I made my decision. Mark, I select you as the victory team captain. Yes, I thought to myself, I'm the team captain. I couldn't hold back the smile as I looked at the rest of the class. They all looked happy for me. Nathan and Kenny had huge smiles on their faces. Then I looked at Danny. He didn't look happy. He wasn't smiling at me, but at the same time, I could tell that something was bothering him. Of course, he wanted to be captain too, and he was definitely as good or better at jiu-jitsu than me. But I've been at the school much longer, so I think that was why Coach Adam picked me. I felt bad, but it didn't seem that there was anything I could do. Then I got an idea. I turned around and faced Coach Adam. Coach, I said, thanks so much for picking me, but I might need some help being captain. Do you think there can be 2 captains on the team? Of course there can be. Let's call co-captains. Awesome. And I think Danny would be the best. He's really good at jiu-jitsu and his attitude is great. I agree. Okay, turn around, Coach said, and I turned back to face the class again. I have one more announcement, Coach Adam told the class. Our team captain has pointed out that being team captain is a lot of work and responsibility and that he might need some help doing the job. Therefore, he's requested that I appoint co-captain to help him out. Danny, come on up here. I watched Danny's face light up with happiness. He was smiling from ear to ear. Danny, you are now co-captain of the team with Mark, Coach said as Danny and I shook hands and then faced the class. Thanks, Coach, Danny said, and then he looked at me and said, thank you, Mark. You deserve it, I told him. Then Coach looked at us both and asked, well, what? I asked. Well, how about you get your class warmed up so they can learn the moves some moves in training? Got it, I said. I looked at Danny and he just nodded. Okay, time to warm up, I said to the class in a loud voice. Let's start jogging in a circle. The class began to jog in a circle, and then we went through all our normal warm-up drills. When we had finished our whole warm-up, I looked at Coach Adam and said, all warmed up, Coach. Thanks, Mark, Coach said. And he walked out to the mat and told us all to gather in closer so he could teach us the first move of the day, a review of the triple threat: Kimura, sit-up, sweep, and guillotine. After teaching and reviewing the moves, Coach said, "All right, quick water break." When the rest of the class went off the mat to get some water, he told Danny and me to run some sparring. He showed us how to work the countdown clock, and we programmed 4-minute rounds. When everyone else was back at the mat, Danny said, "Okay, everybody, we're going to do 5 4-minute rounds. Grab a partner." Everyone grabbed a partner. Once everyone was paired up, Danny pressed start on the clock, and everyone started to train. I looked at Danny without saying a word. We smiled, shook hands, and started to grapple. It was a great day.